It appears that Johnny Sampson's road to glory journey ends today. He will play the final games of his college career with the Appalachian State Mountaineers as he closes this chapter and waits to see what is next. Welcome everybody to the final episode of the Johnny Sampson Road to Glory. Or is it the Joe Book Road to Glory? I'm not even sure anymore, because he's the best player to come out of this series. This is the first time I've done a player-based series where a teammate has become the fan favorite. Johnny Sampson's numbers have been very good this year, but being academically ineligible to play for 4 weeks is going to keep him from really reaching his potential this year. If we can have a big last 2 games, maybe 1,000 yards is obtainable, but I'm not counting on it. Still, the average is way up, and this has been a very good send-off season for our favorite scholar at Appalachian State. He has 4 100-yard games right now. He also has a 100-yard receiving game, and he has just crossed 2,000 career rushing yards. What about Joe Book's statistical milestones, though? We have to cover him as much as we cover Johnny today. Joe Book has been a very good quarterback, and we were lucky to see that Appalachian State had a quarterback of his caliber in this series. This season, he's had his best year, despite the receiving core being weaker and Johnny missing 4 games. 21 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, his best ratio so far. He's a 4-year starter who's gotten better and better, even with Johnny Sampson as a teammate. Joe Book is a true hero. Here in Week 14, it is the final week of the regular season in 2030. We have Georgia Southern, a big rivalry game, and now our weekly agenda. Johnny has had to focus so much on academics just so he could be eligible to play, just so he could graduate this season. The NIL opportunities have dried up, and Johnny's waiting to see what is next. But he's trying to close his college career strong as the best leader he can possibly be. We're putting every point into leadership before this final regular season game, despite exams being in a week. Johnny's gotten smarter because of the 5 weeks spent doing nothing but academics. His awareness is actually a little bit higher, and he's a 75 overall. And we head out on the road for one more rivalry game, everybody. Georgia Southern welcomes Appalachian State. I've also added an extra minute onto the quarter length today. Our games will be a little bit longer. We only have, I think, 2 to play today. No way of getting to the Sun Belt Championship, unfortunately. So let's get underway today. Joe Book with a pass to the outside. It has been an honor to watch him in this series. I've seen so much feedback from those of you who want Joe Book to come back with his own Madden series one day. Joe, you need some help out here? No, he doesn't need it. Oh, he lost the ball, though. And now the lineman's rumbling. That's teamwork right there. Joe Book is spreading the glory here in the last episode. This might be one of the best things a tackle could ever put on tape right here. Not a key block, but the fact that he is hustling downfield, scooping up a fumble, and then running 15 yards with it. That increases some draft stock right there. Johnny's first carry of the day. It goes nowhere. 305 yards in 2 games would get us to 1,000 rushing. That would be a sweet milestone. Be 2 of the best games that Johnny has ever played in his life. Anything's possible, right? Book on the throw, and he's right on target. Sampson on the carry, up the middle, gets 3. And, Johnny picking up some pressure to give Book the time to find a receiver inside the 15. Not the cleanest block, but we kept the quarterback upright to make the throw. That's Johnny's job. And now he's eyeing the end zone. Here on the sweep, he gets downhill. Look at Johnny. Little one-cut running here. Trying to find an archetype for him that makes sense maybe at the next level. Well, he comes off the field here after a busy drive and returns for 3rd and goal. It's going to be a throw and a touchdown. That wasn't even a Joe Book formation. I had switched things up there. This is one of the formations with the tight ends at quarterback. Rafael Boren just threw that one. And the Mountaineers have scored first. You never know what this team is going to throw at you. We have some fun wrinkles in this offense. 7-3 Appalachian State. And Johnny's going to open this drive. Got to pick up the pace here. Oh, he broke a tackle and takes off toward midfield. Nice throw and catch. Here's a little more space. Johnny gets 5 yards. 2nd down and 5. That's Ethan Gruber on the reception. I'm impressed with this offense this year. Without a real standout skill player, we have managed to put together one of the better offenses we've had here in this road to glory. Johnny again. That's wild to say we don't have a standout skill player when the entire series was meant to be around a skill player. Johnny's been pretty good, though, this year. 6 yards a carry is pretty nice overall. That was some pathetic blocking, though. So 3rd down and 4. And Book, yep, he gets it done just as he tends to do. We got to switch things up, though. There's too much inside zone going on here. We're on a counter. And Johnny, man, why do you look so slow today? Johnny makes his first catch of the episode and will get us 4 for a better 3rd down. But here we have 1st and goal. Johnny returns. And he's going to carry this one, slip a tackle, and grind out 4. All right, we're going to run a sprint pass here to the right. Let's see if we can get Book set up for a score. Johnny buys him a little time, and it's right there for the touchdown. App State takes a 2-possession lead in the first half. Georgia Southern has turned it over. We're looking for our 9th win today. So far, so good. Best carry for Johnny. He's down to the 2. The Eagles call a timeout even. 11 for 48, and Johnny is, oh boy. Johnny handling another carry, and that's going to be a loss. A 3. We're going to give it back to Joe Book then here. 3rd and goal, and the tackles give up pressure. He goes down. Yeah, I don't like this look for Johnny. We're on to the second half. He has 47 yards rushing. We audible here to a throw for Book, and he's got Gruber for the 1st down. In all the road to glories I've ever done across all the NCAA games, I feel like Joe Book's the best quarterback I've ever gotten to play with. 1st down and 10. Johnny, oh, got away. 9 yards. On 2nd and 1, off tackle, Johnny Sampson starting to heat up. And his new recovery plan is allowing him to handle even more of a workload here. And he bounces this one again. And he fights for the 1st down yardage. All right, he's earned a rest after this. That rest lasts a single play. And I don't trust the look here. Book on 2nd down. Send that pressure through. We're ready for it. Picking it up. Oh, incomplete. 3rd down and 7. Incomplete in Johnny's area. But we make it 20-3. We're giving Joe a chance to air it out here if he wants. The primary read's underneath. He will find him off balance. That's good for the highlight tape right there. What do you guys think Joe Book's draft stock would be here, seeing everything that we've seen in this series as he takes off Into the open field. I could see Joe Buck, who has good accuracy, good mobility. His arm strength isn't elite. It's like an 87. Here's Johnny with one of his better carries of the day, first down. I would picture him going in like the Jimmy Garoppolo range. You know, Jimmy went to, I think, an even smaller school here than App State. And he was a second-round pick. Kind of drafted as a small school, maybe future starter. Or do you think that Joe Buck could have a rise similar to like a Paxton Lynch? We know what happened in Denver. But Paxton Lynch was a first-round quarterback out of Memphis. Book can't escape this pressure, and he goes down. Here's Book. Wasn't ready for it. I know a lot of you scoff at the idea of Johnny Sampson having an NFL career, but it's quite obvious that he could make it. You know, in the preseason, every team has a running back that they just grind in those preseason games. And they give like 40 carries, and then they usually end up cutting them. I think Johnny Sampson could handle 45 preseason touches. Just my opinion, though. I would say Johnny Sampson fits kind of the... I've compared him to Matt Asiata. You want to see me do it again? You want another comparison? James Robinson with the Jaguars. Remember, he had a really good rookie season. Achilles injury really wrecked, I think, the rest of his chances at a solid running back career. But Robinson was a big back, 3-down skill set, could catch the ball. Wasn't drafted. Where'd James Robinson go to school? As Book over the middle, a beautiful ball. Where'd James Robinson go? Illinois State. Then went undrafted. Similar measurables to Johnny Sampson. Johnny's going to pick up a couple more. What are we at? 20 carries, 93 yards. Very respectable for the defending second team, all Sun Belt running back. I'm really looking for another pass here soon. Joe Book is not all that interested. Book scrambling. He's so good at this. And he gets inside the 25. Wow, Gruber on the catch. Book put it right on him. Yeah, that's right. Jimmy Garoppolo went to Eastern Illinois. I couldn't remember what Illinois it was. But I think Joe Book could have a similar career because he has future starting potential. Let's get him a 21st carry here. Johnny trying to get outside with it. He'll be stopped in his tracks. And that is it for our rivalry matchup. Appalachian State wins. They get their 9th victory on the season. And now we look ahead to the bowl game that we get. Man, it would have been nice to have those 4 games back that we missed, because we have not lost a game this year in which Johnny's actually played. 99 rushing yards here in this game. No touchdowns. Definitely want to get a touchdown in the bowl game to cap off his career. But a very good performance. Joe Book, he ends up 17 of 25, $172. And let's see what's left for us. With a 9-3 record, we move ahead. Johnny's about to have the final exam of his academic career, too. I think our results are now in. All B's! Johnny, you did it! This is his best semester ever. You clearly studied well. Remember that you still have some work to do for a few classes. What do you mean? There's still more. Why is there always more? Johnny's about to have summer school, actually. That's something that anybody drafting him has to keep in mind. He's going to be busy before he can learn the playbook. Yeah, a little bit of training. We'll rest, of course. We got a bye week after all. And, of course, Johnny needs to leave his mark still and give his followers a good send-off. Heisman Trophy winner is Alabama quarterback Matt Shockey. Very, very good season. And they're about to give us our bowl game, I believe. Oh, wait. Johnny Sampson, all first team, Sun Belt. Second team as a junior, first team as a senior. What an achievement here for Johnny Sampson. And now give me that bowl game. It's going to be the New Orleans Bowl against Sam Houston. Y'all got to put us in the top 25, though. There are not 25 teams better than us right now. There's no way. Toledo at 9-3, we would wipe the floor with them. There it is right there. First team all Sun Belt. Can't believe Joe Book isn't there with him. He's not even second team. And we might as well spend the skill points here for the final time. Let's put 3 of our points into hands. Get that catching up to 53. And we have only 1 left. Just 1 point. Let's put it into route running, Johnny. 76 overall. And now just 1 game left. This is it, everybody. The final game of Johnny Sampson's college career. It's been a fun series. I've enjoyed getting back to the player-based content, and I'm happy to see one of these now to the end. It's been a long time since I properly finished a Road to Glory. And here we go. One last time suiting up at App State here with Joe Book and all of our teammates. Oh man, this is the biggest crowd to ever see Johnny Sampson in person. This is amazing. Here we go, everybody. That's been our first place so many times. Little bubble there to the outside. So if Johnny wants to run for 1,000 yards this year, all it's going to take is running for 206 here this game, which would be his first ever 200-yard rushing game. All right, there's the first 5. We certainly need to get to the end zone here in this episode. Johnny, first couple carries are going pretty well as he picks up 8. And now play action. Book out to Johnny Sampson, and he's going to get 1.5 yards. Just enough there for a conversion. And Book over the middle. Boren makes the grab. What is this look they're giving us here? This is so aggressive. And wide open is Boren. He's inside the 20 and down to the 9. A statement-making opening drive. Johnny on the carry, following blocks, dragging defenders. It's a touchdown. Johnny Sampson in the end zone again here in his finale. Oh, wow. I've never seen that before for a player's name. Johnny's showing up to play here. There's like 70,000 people watching this game. This is a big crowd. 7-0 App State. Johnny on the reception. 53 catching there as he gets 6 yards. Third down now. Oh, pressure getting to Joe Book, and they have the answer this time. Look at this gift our defense has given us now. Ball at the +40. Caught by Gruber on a gain of 9. It's a run to the outside. Johnny getting downhill to the 24. And Book gets it away. That's open. Boren can't. Oh, he did break the plane on the dive. Touchdown Appalachian State. The Mountaineers lead early. 14-0 Bearcats struggling early in this one as we set up a little wide receiver screen to the tight end. I just wanted to see that play. I love this Penn State playbook. Highly recommend checking this one out. Now 3rd down and 10, and they're going to get through on the blitz. And we've now allowed our first points of the day. It is 14-7. And, oh, grabbing on. Johnny can't get away and loses 3. Pressure coming. Got to get it to Johnny here, and he's going to get us the lost yardage and reach almost a first down. 26 on the ground, 20 through the air, and here's a third down conversion for you. Johnny, oh, that was not a good blitz pickup. Loss of 7. And it's Boren wide open. Got us 13 of it. Play fake, and Boren, no, can't hold on to the ball this time. Sam Houston building a little momentum here with the score and some stops. But now we're going to have a minute 28. 8 in coverage, plenty of time. Book, no, it's intercepted. Very tight coverage on Ethan Gruber. This is trouble. And they add a field goal, making this 14-10. Not sure we'll get anything else here in the first half, but Johnny will add on 6 more. It's a bit of a slow start now, 10 for 35. And Sam Houston, just like that, rattles off a touchdown to make it 17 unanswered. As we head into the second half, and we got ourselves a game. Big finale. Johnny, you know, we have a bowl victory in this series, but Johnny hasn't really been a part of the team as far as on the field for these bowl games. So this one would mean a little bit more. As Sam Houston dials up some pressure, and there's a first down. Let's go, Joe Book. 3rd down and 5. We bring Boren in motion. Book. Downfield. They caught it. Wow, the DB just did not see it. And we get the first down to the 24. What a play. And now Johnny getting upfield, gaining 6. Looking like he might fall a bit short of the 206 he needs for a 1,000-yard year. Maybe we can reach 9. As he's going to take this one and grind out the first down yardage. And it's caught on the outside. Boren ahead to the 7. Another run, cutting and finding the hole. First down, Johnny. Or rather, a touchdown as he gets his 2nd of the game. That was a nice little run, and Johnny puts the Mountaineers back in front. He's got a little quickness in his game, you have to admit. And Sam Houston answers, man. It's 24-21. We're going to take this into the 4th quarter. Johnny's going to handle the carry again, but he goes down for a loss. And this could be the final quarter of his college career. Or maybe his entire career. Who knows? But we need to find a way to win this game. Johnny with some good protection on that play, and Book needed it. 3rd down and 4. And the pass is hauled in on the outside. Going up against their star cornerback. Here we go. Johnny up the middle, and he gets 8. And this is Joe Book getting it out quick on 3rd and 4. That's enough. This could be a last possession wins kind of game. Send pressure, and right there, and Gruber gets away, spins, breaks a tackle, Ethan Gruber, touchdown! Everybody leaving it all on the field here in this game, everybody. What a score. App State back in front. One of our best games we've had in a while. Check out the wear and tear as well. Still have the settings as super low after things got screwed up to start the season. There's barely any recovery left. Emptying the tank here in this last game. Oh, 20-yard pass. Is Sam Houston going to take the lead all over again? This should be 4-down territory. They do convert again. They're in field goal range. 3rd and 6. They only get 4 and then go for it and score. 4 minutes to go. We're down 3. 18 for 58 today for Johnny. It's been an up and down episode on the ground. They've been tough. Heavy pressure. There's your answer. Good catch, Raphael Boren. A loss of 3 on the carry for Johnny. This feels like it's going to be our last possession, too. Taking this down closer to the 2-minute warning. We got to make this all count right here. And that's open. That's Gruber. Another conversion. Let's hit the warning. On the counter now. Johnny following blocks, and he gets the first. I've enjoyed the counter game here with this team. We're going to do this again. We're in the driver's seat right now. We want to run a little bit of clock while we're here. And Johnny will get 1. Joe Book trying to put his name in the Appalachian State history books. And he overthrows Boren. Big 3rd down. Not showing pressure. Doesn't mean it ain't coming. And Book. No! It's a sack, and now we're going to go for it. I don't want to use the timeout either. If we fail, let's at least have a way of getting the ball back here. Need time for Joe Book. And he is chased and taken down. 53 seconds to go. Will we get the ball back again? It requires our defense 5 yards on 1st down. Then a 1-yard gain, and they do give it back. We have to go 94 yards. Well, not necessarily. A field goal is acceptable. All right, Joe Book, this is your last chance. Johnny's not on the field right now. So he's going to have a 5-man protection. 8 in coverage. Goes short and out of bounds. That gives us 6 yards. Man, we just lost a bunch of time there. 14 seconds suddenly. Come on, 12 seconds. Joe Book is going to take off here, but now what's this going to mean? 9 seconds left. Hurrying up. The clock stops. Can you somehow throw it out of bounds? This could be it right here. Johnny's not even on the field. Joe Book, very short. Oh, my God. No. And that's how this bowl ends. Bearcats win. It looks so good for us early on. And there was just so far to go there by the end. Disappointing finish. Joe Book still played a good game, but we cannot go out bowl winners. Johnny gets 2 touchdowns, 69 yards rushing. Good day for Boren. But man, that is a tough way for it to all come to an end. And so we have reached what appears to be the end. Johnny Sampson, 863 yards rushing here in his final season at Appalachian State with 245 receiving yards. They just threw it to him a lot more early on, and I think having the expanded playbook made it easier to involve the receivers instead of Johnny as much in the passing game. In his career, Johnny closes with 477 carries. He played 47 games, 2,173 yards, 19 touchdowns, 13 20-plus yard carries. He had 136 catches, 1,032 yards, 8 more scores. So all in all in his career, 27 touchdowns. Joe Book, meanwhile, 11,000 passing yards, 77 touchdowns. He played a lot as a 4-year starter. And Joe Book will go down as the leading passer In App State history, he did not have as many touchdowns as Taylor Lamb, but he has the most yards. Johnny is not going to go down in the record books here as much. I mean, the yardage wasn't even close. Overall, in a season, I think the leader is like 1,600 yards rushing, so I wasn't going to talk about that unless it was within reach. Here are the final ratings for 76 overall Johnny Sampson. 86 speed, 90 acceleration, 90 break tackle. Wish we could have done a little bit more with the upgrading, but starting off as a 2-star, 60 overall was pretty tough. I think, now that I've played through this full road to glory, I've had some more experience, I still think there are a lot of things this mode can do better, and I wonder if, like, decoupling the progression would be a good move, because as it sits right now, your players progress like it's a dynasty. So there's parity there, but is that really best for road to glory? I'd like to see more opportunities for skill points and getting your player better, especially if you want to grind from a lower overall starting point. It's not as rewarding as it could be. And I get, like, you know, if we had more time to start, maybe there would have been a chance to get him in the 80s. They do give you, like, elite dev, so you're developing as a good player in, like, Dynasty, but you don't get off-season training. You, I think, barely get extra opportunities for skill points. Just the NIL opportunities show up, and they don't really get good until the end. And of course, we have to go over the final stats here for Joe Book. Very good accuracy, 90 deep, 90 throw on the run, with 87 throw power. Joe Book at 89 overall. That is a draftable player, an early round quarterback in my book. I am a Joe Book believer, and I know that many of you would love to see him come back. Right now, my plan is to export Johnny into Madden when it comes out. I want to see what that's like. I don't know if I'll play a bunch with Johnny in Madden 26, but I certainly want to import and just see what it's like, especially because they talked about trying to make the experience more fun when you're a backup and trying to earn starting playing time. Could I do a little Joe Book series at some point? Perhaps. I think it'd be a lot of fun to take Joe Book into Madden and see what Superstar's like from the quarterback's perspective. Right now, my main thing is I want to start a franchise when the game comes out and at least check out what it's like here playing as a running back in Johnny's case. I wanted to make a road to glory here off the bat to have some fun and then have a player that I can import and at least have that opportunity. Trophy retrospective. So these are all the trophies we added here in the series, and really a lot of these came in the very beginning when Minnesota was winning rivalry games. And then we did win the New Mexico Bowl his first year he showed up at App State. But unfortunately, the big wins did not happen with Johnny and Joe Book together. So what happens here when I hit leave for the NFL? Johnny Sampson, retire from college football, export player to Madden. Well, of course I want to do that. Declare for the draft and take your player to Madden 26, carrying over awards, getting a head start in your road to NFL superstar status. Yes. You want to export your player? Absolutely. It may take a few minutes before your player is ready to import into Madden 26. That's okay. It's not even out for a couple weeks. I'd also like to see them put some effort into kind of this ending experience. There isn't like a cut scene for your player, no graduation ceremony, nothing that ties you to your teammates, no conversation exchange there. You're just kind of done. You know, I think Road to Glory still has a ways to go, and I do think in some ways that it still needs to catch where NCAA 14's experience was. I think that the limited playbook, while a good idea, has not been executed very well. Your options are extremely limited to the point of not even being able to call a vanilla offense that a team would use in a preseason game. I feel like progression does need to change, and you need more opportunities to get better. whether that's like drill opportunities or off-season training, milestones that reward more skill points. I think that'd be a really good thing if they want to keep the system the way it is, but build upon it, give you more ways of getting better. Because as it sits right now, I think that you're just in for a lot less fun of a time if you try to start off as anything under a 3-star. I feel like I wouldn't want to do Road to Glory again and be anything under like a 68, 69 overall. So at least some of those skills give you more of a launching off point. Because, I mean, think about how tough it was taking an elusive bruiser here in Johnny Sampson and having to deal with like 82 speed right away. You know, you're not even competitive in many of those drills with that speed. Your power's not good enough to make up for the lack of burst. But I did have a good time with this series. I loved reading the comment sections, especially when Johnny made an academic mistake or something. Just the character he's become. It was definitely worth it to revisit Road to Glory and get the Johnny Sampson character arc, get the Joe Book channel debut. I mean, I think we're going to be seeing Joe Book again at some point. Not making any promises about like a big series on Madden right away, but you know, if Superstar is intriguing, I'm going to check it out with Johnny. And if I think it could be interesting with a quarterback, then maybe I do something. But I'll leave it at that. Thank you all for supporting this series. I still would like to do Road to Glory again at some point. I definitely want to start off with a higher caliber player. The experience as it is much more rewarding, I would imagine, as a better player than more of a grind the depth chart type of experience. So I'll think about that down the road. But right now I want to focus on the Marlins franchise. We have a playoff run getting underway. And we'll see what is next for Johnny. He is waiting to see what opportunity comes his way. And in the meantime, Johnny was able to find himself some work to keep him busy as he waits to see if the NFL ever comes calling. He had to find the right opportunity. What would Johnny be good at? Well, he might be slacking off from time to time, but he is now a professional power washer, and he's adapted himself quite well. He's barely caused any property damage. He doesn't always show up on time, but he does get the job done. And that's been Johnny's motto his entire life. So with that, everybody, I can't wait to see what Johnny Sampson has in store down the road, and we'll see where his story continues. Thank you all for watching the Johnny Sampson Road to Glory. Hope you enjoyed the experience. Please subscribe to the channel, and I will see you all next time.